I'm really not perfect. I wish I was more put together and politically correct, but I say more inappropriate things than appropriate things.
That's not true.
But that's like, what do you get?
And red flags, like in terms of relationships and everything.
Unfortunately, I'm blind to red flags. Like if I see a red flag, I'll be like, oh, I'm coming, see you there. I have much higher expectations for myself, and there's still a lot more people to win over and a lot more to prove to myself. I'm very excited to watch Darlings. I'm very excited to watch Brahmastra. If you haven't guessed already, I'm a huge Alia Bhatt fan.
Hi and welcome to midday.com. Joining us today, we have a special guest, Janhvi Kapoor. Hi.
Hi.
You've been getting fantastic reviews for Good Luck Jerry.
Yeah.
So, how does it feel now that the film is out there for everyone?
I'm very happy that that people are liking it. I'm glad that it's reached so many people through Hotstar, and I honestly, I'm not very good at answering this question because I'm scared of sounding a little conceited, and I'm scared of sounding like one of those people who is reveling in like their success on the praise too much, because I really don't want to let it get to me, and I know that there's a long way to go. But I'm happy that people seem to have liked it.
Like we said, the feedback is pretty amazing, and it's great that you choose to stay grounded despite that. Does that come from your family somewhere? Are they the ones who keep you grounded also?
I guess so, but I mean, more often than not, my family has been telling me to take it easy on myself and to be a little more confident in what I can do. But I know I have a lot more to offer still, and I can do a lot more than some people are getting impressed by even now. So I have much higher expectations for myself, and there's still a lot more people to win over and a lot more to prove to myself.
Like a lot of films were delayed due to the pandemic. So, was that a stressful period for you when you were waiting for your film, especially Good Luck Jerry, to be out there?
I really think for something, especially for films, there's a time and place for everything to happen.
Yeah.
And Jerry took this much time, and it came out during this phase on an OTT platform, and I really think it's turned out well for the film. So I'm a firm believer in the saying that everything happens for the best.
And especially for someone like you, who's had to face quite some judgment because you come from a film family.
And I continue to do
yes.
so, yeah.
So, no, but when you do read these positive reviews and audience feedback, like on social media, so do you feel vindicated really?
I don't know how I feel. I'm very happy that people are liking me. I still I don't know, I'm so scared that I don't want to get to that place of being delusional where खुद के दिमाग में तो आपको ऐसे लगता है कि सब आपको इतना सारा प्यार दे रहे हो और बड़ी success हो गई है और and I just don't want to let it get to my head. I can sense that they're appreciating me a lot more in this film than they have before, and that means a lot to me. I could sense right off the bat that a lot of people were surprised by what I did in the film, but I shot for the film a year and a half ago, and I really think that I've learned so much and done so much even after the shooting of this film. And so I hope that when that comes out, there's a similar effect on people's opinions. But I'm happy. They seem to have liked me, so I'm happy.
Yeah. No, of course, it looks effortless on screen, but we are pretty sure there was quite a lot of prep that went into the character. And of course, since it's based on a Tamil film as well, starring Nayanthara, having watched that, what did you feel should be retained in this film, though the setting is completely different?
Well, the setting is completely different, and I really didn't want to touch what Nayan ma'am did because she's iconic, and what she did with the role became so iconic, and I think it was such an important film to her as well, and you could tell that when you watch her performance. So I wanted to bring my own interpretation to the character, and Jerry's so different from Coco, and the worlds are so different. And I think Siddhant, my director, gave me a lot of freedom. उन्होंने बहुत छूट दी थी कि तुम कैरेक्टर के दायरे को जानते हो, अभी इसमें मजे करो. And so he was very encouraging in letting me have fun and be open and explore things. And yeah, I think that allowed me to show different shades of myself.
Having done this film, do you feel like you're ready for more challenges also?
Oh, I'm always ready for challenges. I look forward to a challenge, and I think that if I'm not being challenged as an actor, then it's a waste of my time.
And now you also have two more actors in the industry, which is one is your dad and your sister Khushi are also joining films. So are you the one they come to for acting advice?
Khushi sometimes, dad doesn't need acting advice. But even Khushi really doesn't, because she's so confident and she has Zoya directing her. So मैं क्या advice दूँ?
No, that was my next question. You have worked with Zoya yourself. So do you feel like she couldn't ask for a better debut?
There's no one better than Zoya to guide you through your first film and lay your foundation in acting. And they're having such a great time, and I think they're really making something special.
You yourself have an exciting lineup. Bawaal, you have been posting about. So what is it working like with Nitesh Tiwari and Varun Dhawan, of course?
I feel so bad that we wrapped the film because I had such an amazing time shooting for that film, and I really think that Nitesh sir has spoilt me in a way because I don't know if any other experience can live up to what he made us experience during the shoot of Bawal, and the confidence and reassurance that he gave me and the world that he created. And I miss Bawal so much. I miss being on set with them so much.
Yeah, and we also know you have been learning cricket as well for Mr. and Mrs. Mahi. So did that come naturally to you, or did you have to like kind of push yourself?
A couple of shots came very well to me. The cover drive, I think I'm fairly decent at. Pull shot, I need to work on. Square cut is tough for me. Switch hit, I need to work on a little bit, but it's a work in progress. And I have fun, yeah.
And another film, of course, everyone's excited about is Dostana 2. So when do we expect that? Like anything happening on that?
You probably know more about it than I do at this point.
And what's also interesting is you've had this release with your brother Arjun Kapoor, who's also had a release. So how is that? Like, what do you think of his film?
I actually intend on going to the theater to watch it because I saw the trailer and I was so excited because it seems like such a commercial, interesting new film after so long. And he's playing such a different character, and he's been getting a lot of appreciation as well. So I'm very excited to go see the film. I haven't seen it yet, but I'll go to the theaters and watch it.
We do know of your love for Indian classical dance. So do you feel that also kind of adds to your, when it comes to expressions or the grace you bring to your characters on screen?
I definitely think it helps a lot as an actor to be familiar with dance. For one, it helps in having control over your body language, which I think is very important. And also with timing, especially comic timing. Just if you have control over your body, if you have control over, वो चेहरे पे एक ठहराव लाना बहुत ज़रूरी है और बहुत मुश्किल भी है. And I think that when you train in dancing, it also gets you more in touch with adding feeling to like certain nuances, because I think you dance from your soul, you don't dance from a technical place. So I think it helps you tap into that energy even when you're acting.
Yeah, and being 5 films old, but you have experimented with different genres. But is there something that's still on your mind that you want to still on your wish list?
I really want to do an out and out comedy. I did a little bit in Jerry, but I want to do a proper comedy film.
Any directors also on your wish list, since there is so much interesting work
I really
happening?
want to work with Rohit Shetty, because I think that he's really tapped into the pulse of the kind of comic timing I would love to try my hand at. I love Chennai Express. I really want to work with Neeraj sir, Neeraj Khewan, Karan of course, and Bhansali sir of course.
And of course, there's also been a lot of buzz about your episode on Coffee with Karan. So people are loving your rapport with Sarah also. So do you feel like there could be a film in the future?
I
both
hope
of you?
so. I think it'll be so much fun. I really think we bring out a fun side to each other. And I haven't seen her in a bit, so yeah, I kind of miss hanging out with her a little.
And Karan definitely, does manage to bring out all the secrets on the show. So is there anything you've ever regretted saying, or maybe I shouldn't have?
Not on his show, but recently I made a really stupid statement about saying something like, I love history and I love literature, but math makes you retarded. And what I meant to say was, I love history and literature, but math makes me feel stupid. And then they start making these really funny memes saying Aryabhatta invented zero to measure Janhvi's IQ and all, which was funny. But like, I think what I meant to say is math makes me feel stupid. But I used a very politically incorrect word.
No, but I think that's something also you're learning on the job. You're never really
Math?
prepared for. No.
I'm definitely not learning math
No,
on
I
the
mean-
job.
No, the handling, trolls and like what do you say? Maybe that's something that comes with experience also.
Yeah, and there are days where I really don't care about what they say, because you wake up feeling that confidence in yourself, and you wake up with like, no, I believe in myself and I know I have something to offer, and like I'm working hard and honestly and it's all good, like screw what they say. But But on some days when you have like even this much doubt, and if things aren't going the way that you want, and you hear one bad thing, and it can be really disheartening.
That's human, actually.
That's human.
Yeah.
I'm really not perfect. I wish I was more put together and politically correct, but I say more inappropriate things than appropriate things.
That's not true.
But that's like, what do you get?
And we just have a few words, like some are your films and, anything that comes to your mind when we kind of say it.
Okay.
So first starting with Good Luck Jerry, of course, your latest release.
Good Luck Jai's been quite lucky for me.
Yeah. Dhadak.
First film.
Yeah. Coffee.
Karan.
Instagram Reels.
Tejasswi. Because I just did one on her this thing.
That's true. Actually, a lot of Tejasswi Prakash fans were like really excited that Janhvi has, done this.
It was such a fun reel to do.
Yeah. Travel.
Learning.
Yeah. And sister, Khushi.
Life.
Yeah. And dad, Boney Kapoor.
Best friend.
Yeah. And phone.
Hate it.
Okay.
I can't wait to get away from my phone sometimes.
Yeah. Trolls.
I'll win you guys over.
That's a good one. That's fantastic, actually. And makeup.
Remover. I want to remove the makeup.
And red flags, like in terms of relationships or anything.
Unfortunately, I'm blind to red flags. Like if I see a red flag, I'll be like, "Oh, I'm coming. See you there." So I'm very. I can't spot them.
Shopping.
Expensive.
And co-star on your wish list.
Ranveer Singh.
Yeah, and dancing.
Kathak.
And lastly, exciting film that you're waiting for.
I'm very excited to watch Darlings. I'm very excited to watch Brahmastra. If you haven't guessed already, I'm a huge Alia Bhatt fan.
And lastly, songs on your playlist.
I love Kahani from Lal Singh Chaddha.
Yeah.
I really like that song. And there's this song called Train Gazing. I forget who it's by, but I really like that song too. Currently, that's what I'm hearing.
All right, it was lovely chatting
Thank
with you as
so
always.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.